What's up, guys? Mark,
What's up? Hi.
Jack, and
Becky.
so first of all, Jack and I don't hate each other, right? we had some disagreements, and okay, so I want to make it clear, I still don't agree with Jack, but I want to apologize for communicating in my angry black man manner, because I spoke, like Kwesi and I spoke about this a couple times, and like, so Kwesi is the Buddhist in the group, and I'm the angry black man, and like he said that like I can't help myself. So let me just say, I know it was bad, but I just want to apologize in public and on video for like communication.
I definitely made mistakes as well. Pretty easy. I'm a weird fucking person, and if you try and understand me, you're probably not going to. So I completely understand. So I don't have any hard feelings about it.
So I'll give you a handshake on camera, although I gave him a hug off camera. So yeah. So what were we going to talk about? Oh, what affects sales?
Yeah.
We do not want this? Okay.
Where you want to start? So we made a video. Becky and I made a video like a week ago.
Yeah.
I'll put the link above, and we were talking about like 5 things.
7 things that affect sales. So we try to remember them now. Price, title, description, shipping. 3 more things.
Price, title.
Just repeat the things I said.
I will put the link
to
above.
isolate every factor that affects sales.
Right, so I'll put the link above, so those 7 fucking things, you can check them out.
So
but Jack,
let's just talk about the first one that you said, which is price, right?
Okay.
Right.
So how does price affect sales?
okay, so we have mixed feelings. Okay, so eBay dropshipping, generally speaking, is about eBay search, right?
Yeah.
So when you rank in eBay search, you rank with what people search for. If you have a better price, that kind of helps you boost up. Last time I was sold, it kind of helps you boost up, right?
You want to be one of the first search results, not one of the last search results.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I have very weird, now that we've been mixing up and checking, I still beat price. I steal listings,
Yeah.
I beat price, I might change the image, I don't change the title. That's how I compete. So I compete, do that, so if someone search for something, even if I don't show up first, if they ordered by price or they just scan really quickly, I might get a sale, and after that sale it'll be boosted up because I got a recent sale.
Yeah.
And then that keeps going, right? Becky, on the other hand, what do you do?
So I optimize the title, just the title, not the description. I just put as many pictures as the retailer has. Yeah, and I get people on keywords basically. So my thing is trying to think of keywords that other people perhaps haven't thought of. So that if somebody types in that keyword, maybe they'll get it. Or one of the item specifics, maybe if they click a box to only show them things that are red, then my listing will pop up. I never really know exactly what gets my listing shown, but
It does happen.
yeah, it happens. It must happen.
Right, but what do you think about price?
I know that it doesn't necessarily matter because I've sold things for a lot more than other people have,
Right.
including the supplier.
My understanding is that if you have things for a cheaper price than other people, you are going to produce more sales,
Yeah.
but that doesn't mean that you cannot produce sales
Yeah.
without doing that. So
Yeah.
it's a factor, but it's just one of many factors.
Yeah.
You know?
And like eBay actually has a video on YouTube. I'll look for it. If I don't find it, I'm not going to put the link, but they talk about the different things and what is strange, right? There are all these people coming to fucking us, asking us what eBay
And
search
all the
is.
information is
And
there.
eBay has a
Yeah.
video about
Yeah.
it. Like, they don't post videos all the time,
Yeah.
but eBay has a video talking about price helping with ranking.
Yeah.
But again, if someone's searching for a specific item, then
Yeah, and I think when you're listing, you know, when eBay gives you little like hints of what to do, like this item is trending at this price. I think if you go along with that, that is what will get you ranked. And when you're putting images up, if you put less than 3 images, it will say add. Like if you put 2 images, it says add one
Yeah,
more.
add at least 3.
So
yeah.
that must be something they look at to boost you. If you've got less than 3 images, they're probably, but they're telling you what to
Yeah.
do to rank.
Yeah.
So
and it's funny, that trend and price thing,
Yeah.
every time like I could beat the trend and price, I get really excited. Like not because like if the trend, I remember seeing like 2 days ago, the price of the item, I'm not going to say what it was because I just listed it, was like 50, the trending price was like 53 something, and I was able to sell it for 49 and still make like $9. So I think that's really fucking cool.
There's a distinction on eBay versus, like, okay, there are some things that directly affect your listings ranking in eBay search results, and there's other things that indirectly affect your listings ranking. So a direct effect is when eBay actually looks at the variable you're talking about and factors that into their algorithm to figure out where to place the item. An indirect effect is when eBay doesn't include it in their algorithm, but a buyer may think something about it and either purchase your item or not purchase it. For example, if you have like comedy in your description, that may increase that somebody who values comedy is going to buy your listing, but that's an indirect effect. eBay,
like when you had shit in your
that's just an example. But my point is that there are things that eBay actively looks at that affect your sales, and then there are things that affect your sales, but not because eBay actively looks at them.
Right.
And there's this common misconception that eBay has this button, basically, and they're like, okay, I'm going to give you sales today. We're going to press your button, but not tomorrow. No, you did this, so we're going to not give you sales. They want you to sell well.
But I feel like that sometimes. I feel like sometimes the eBay gods are on my side.
Yeah.
Well, we should do a video about the thing we talked about this morning. We'll do it after.
Yeah. So are we good? What else you want to talk about?
Okay, so we've covered images a little bit. We've covered price, shipping speed.
I think shipping speed helps because it's hard to tell because obviously my store is very new, so I'm growing and changing things at the same time. So I don't know what it is. But I've reduced my shipping speed once I got used to my suppliers, and I now know how quickly they definitely can get things to the buyer.
Yeah. So you so you had a longer shipping speed before?
Yeah, because I wasn't sure
Right.
And also to give me time for like things to go wrong, to figure it out. Like if it went out of stock, I have time to like contact them, find out if it's going to be back in stock.
Or find out the supplier.
Anything. It just gives me
you some
extra
wiggling time.
Yeah. And I was still making sales, but then I think I said in the other video, I was getting messages from buyers saying, if this is in the UK, why is it's going to take 7 days to get here? And at that point, I was like, okay, well I know I can get it in 2 to 3 days, but I might as well reduce my shipping time. So I did.
So every time somebody buys a listing or looks at your listing, they're going to be shown an estimated delivery date. That estimated delivery date consists of your handling time plus your shipping time. So you could on one end know how long your supplier is going to take and advertise that accurately. Or you could misadvertise it, say it's going to be faster, so you're going to get more sales, but you're going to piss some people off. Or you could go the other way, where you overstate, which is what Becky was just talking about, and you say that it's going to take 7 or 8 days, when really it takes less time, and then you're going to get less sales, theoretically, but the sales that you do get are more likely to impress your buyer, because they're going to arrive sooner. So it's kind of, it's a balance.
Yeah, I tried to go with Becky's, because like when I started off, a lot of people are doing really short shipping time just to rank and just to get sales, and this don't last because too many people are just gonna fucking complain.
Because that is something that like a lot of people who purchase from dropshippers don't really do much product research, but people will pay a lot more for an item if they think that it's gonna show up like the next day. And so if you don't follow through with that, that's the whole reason they bought your item. Literally the whole reason. So you have to be really careful with that.
And Amazon is fucking it up for us because people are so used to getting shit right away from Amazon. That when they buy from eBay, they're like, where's my item?
Yeah. But I guess if you have your delivery time.
As long as you accurately represent your delivery time, then the thing is figuring out, okay, is it better to impress the buyers you do get or to have a more accurate time to get more sales in the first place? But does it actually increase sales? Like how much? It's hard to
say, but I don't like to. It's just customer service headache. I hate fucking customer service. We should make a video about customer service after that.
I think with my shipping time as well, one of the reasons why I lowered it is because top rated seller in the UK is a bit different. And you can be a top rated seller, but I guess what you would call top rated plus in the UK is called premium. You can only have that if you offer next day, 1 day next day
or same day.
But you can get away with that in the UK because you're not expected to upload a tracking number by that time. So I could say
so you can just
1 day handling time, 3 days shipping, and it might be 2 days handling time, but because I don't have to upload a tracking number, I can just mark it as dispatch or not, it doesn't really matter, and not be penalised for that, but I get the advantage of being top rated plus or premium.
Okay, so you've talked about shipping time. Another thing is the quantity that's available in your listing. And this, I don't think is something.
Okay,
that,
we didn't talk about this at all.
I don't think this is something that eBay directly looks at, but
Yeah.
it does indirectly affect things, because most drop shippers, when they're selling, they only have one of the item available. But some people want 2 or 3. So they, instead of buying from the same person 2 or 3 times, they would rather buy 3 in one transaction, even though it's technically the same amount of money. It's easier for them.
I talked about this in a video. I don't know where the fuck the video is, but so I put in DSG, all our items are 2, right? Our set quantity is 2.
Yeah.
But like for stuff like bedside tables that people buy 2 of, I will always put like 4 or 6 or something.
Yeah.
For like plastic chairs, like, all right, I had this item. I talk about this item a lot. It's a metal shelf. I've sold over 1,000 of them now, and I've had one person buy 23 from me one time. And like,
That's such a random number, 23.
it was so, and why I did that is one time when I finally got a big account, I just put everything at 10 just to see what happened, right?
Yeah, my default quantity is 15. It's like, why not?
And someone bought 6 from me, and I was like, what the fuck? And then when I looked, and I wasn't the cheapest, and then when I looked in eBay, they had all these other people selling the same item, but they only had 1 or 2.
Yeah.
So when you get stuff that people want to buy, like for instance, I have some fold-in white tables that I sell from Walmart. I have a ton listed.
Yeah.
Any of those shelves, I think people use multiple of in a garage or something. I have a ton listed. Like I have some plastic chairs. I have like maybe 100. Like.
Yeah.
So all those items that you could kind of tell people want more than one of. You want to, because if someone wants to buy 5 of them and all the other sellers don't have 5 available, you get that sale.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If shipping is part of your price, you get tons of profit for these kind of sales.
I think as well, like a lot of people take it to 1 because it looks like there's only 1 left and it makes the person buy sooner.
Yeah.
Which is, it makes more sense in the beginning if you haven't sold any. But if you've sold 1,000 of something and there's only 5 left, that still makes it seem like they're going to be gone soon. Even if you've sold 1,000 and there's 10 left, it's like, well, they're not going to last very long. So you still have that like scarcity.
I didn't even think about it.
Yeah, I think that's.
Have you ever tested that?
Tested what? Sorry.
Having 1 item, because in DS domination back in the day they used to teach that, right?
Yeah.
Like if you put 1 item, have it scarce. And there's another dude, Sean, and he watches all my videos, so chance he'll watch shit. At one point, I don't know what he does now because he changed the name of his store, so I can't find it. But at one point, he used to his store were not good till cancelled, and
It was 30-day listings.
It was 30-day listings.
Interesting.
And they were all 1. So he was going on this idea of like scarcity, and he sold, right? Like, but I don't know if.
Yeah, there's
You know
so
what I
much
mean?
stuff out there that like whenever you get good at drop shipping, it's very hard to know exactly every reason that you're doing well, and we tend to make assumptions. And
You would only know if you change 1 thing at a time.
And test.
and very few people do that.
I have split tested a couple things. Like I split tested renaming images. I've split tested changing the position of words. Like, and that doesn't seem to make that much of a difference either. What else have I split tested? I split tested price. Price helps. But all those little things I haven't, like quantity and stuff, I haven't.
So we just covered that you can have, say that an item has sold 3 times and there's only 1 available. eBay will show that it'll be like, oh, only 25% of the stock is left. There's only 1 left. It establishes some urgency. But that also goes into another thing that affects your sales, which is previous sales of the item. Because if an item has sold already, it is more likely to sell than an item that's never sold in the past.
And that helps it. That directly helps eBay search.
Yeah.
Like when if I have no sales and someone buys an item, that shit shoots right up.
Yeah.
And so I got this from the eBay video. Is it number of items sold and the last time I was sold? Because if 10 sold a year ago,
it doesn't
and
matter.
someone else, it would Anyway, how long is this fucking video?
We haven't covered everything yet.
14
There's still
minutes.
more.
Yeah, but we have a lot. We have another video, and we have a lot of videos to do. So subscribe, motherfuckers,
to see more.
and check Jack's channel and Becky's channel in the description, and the free training and free group and all that good stuff. And if you don't subscribe, nah, that's too mean. You don't know what I was
See you
about to
guys.
say. You're gonna lose your little finger. Like, think of that.